Washington Commanders.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Pickett sets up play action.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Pickett.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gets this out quickly to Dodson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a third down gain of 10 to pick up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And some room to maneuver. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Elks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
It's caught. Cooper. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 2. Off play action. Pickett.
Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He gets it to Thomas. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this a very, very short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins to throw it. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's got his man, London, right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pickett now on 1st down.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Devontae Smith
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all... The replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Armstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10.
Pickett. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
Complete. Smith has it. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Steps away to his left.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Chandler. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. The last drive, they went 3 and out.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Cousins. Got a man, it's short, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Elks have cut it back within a score. Gano the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive. Thank you. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 39, Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Cousins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will see. Back now at FedEx Field.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Here's Pickett.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Devontae Smith.
39 yards.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 6 yards away.
And the Elks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Pickett to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very
strong gain of 24.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Pickett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's Pickett.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Pickett back to throw.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And his kick is good.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play fake, Cousins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped you.